ground for the first time. This is Alvin Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. It's a gain of 7.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Now Shuck. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
For the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shuck. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
18 Cardinal, Cowboy 80.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Another run here with Kamara. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, it is Shuck. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And an Eagles first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Delta, 63 on anyone. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
Hurts will try it again. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
Good. Delta.
Now Hurts on fourth down. Now he'll work his way out right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That's the way to get started, to pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Saints.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 72.
Throwing is Shuck. He's going to air this one out. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. He separated the man from football. And it'll bring up third down.
Yards to go.
19.
Throwing again, Shuck. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. 2nd and 10. The air again is shut. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more
to the goal line and in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown Saints.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be third down.
8 yards to go.
Hey, 73, 73. Very good. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Hey, thumbs up. Alert. Delta. Delta.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. An even 40 yards.
Delta. Delta.
On play action, Hurts. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Barkley. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Next to score, Saints 13, Eagles 7.
Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. This one on target to Olave. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And left side. It's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Now here's the timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
A gain of 27.
They'll come up here first and 10.
First down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
To the air once more. Shuck. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Great. Set. Delta.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll take off again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Delta.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Great. Delta.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be close to the first down. Looking just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
Great. Set. Delta.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. First down and more inside the 25. A gain there of 17.
A gain of 17.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Delta.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
That's another.
From the 1 yard line. First down and goal.
First down and goal.
Saquon. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts on the run to the right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Riding back to Hill, he's got it again. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by N'Kobe Dean. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On play action, it's Shuck. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's deep for Olave. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
No touch that. Anyway, no touch.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And some tough sledding here, maybe a yard. Down to the 36 it goes.
A gain of 2. Brings up
second down throw for Hurts. Rolling right. Now he'll run. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Great. No touch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Game on. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4th. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Chuck. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here is Chuck on 1st and 10. That one out wide for Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10.
That's another Saints 1st down.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Olave is the motion man. On 1st down, Chuck. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal.
Here's a run with their tight end. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is good. And the Saints will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Great. Sit. No time.
Now Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup across. Here's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A gain of 5.
To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. Going to lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
It's 3rd down. You're trying to extend the play, Mike, as long as you can. Give your receivers every chance to find some open space. But in this case, he bought as much time as he could, but in the end, he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. It's a give now to Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass falls incomplete. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down.
Let's go. Check go.
Chuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. A bit of a surprise.